Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode number 558. My name is Christopher Keogh, and I am here with Geoff Chorney.
What up, everyone?
And Jason A. Stryker.
No, hi. Hello.
Hello. Today we got some distractions, and then we're going to do some news, and then we'll call it a show. But we're going to see what's going on. I don't know if you guys have a whole lot going on this week, but Geoff, what's up, man? How are you?
Good. Not too much went on. Tanya was away for the weekend. It was our niece's.
Shit.
She had a huge party. It was crazy rager, man.
Yeah.
Me and the cat hung out, watched some TV. I got caught up. Well, I didn't get caught up. I started the newest season of Black Mirror, which is pretty good. I watched the first 3 episodes. I was gonna watch a movie, and then I got excited. I'm like, sweet, I can watch a movie because I'm so behind on movies. And then I made myself some popcorn and put some dill pickle seasoning on that bitch, and then got in bed. Cat jumped up. We're all ready to go, and I didn't know which movie I wanted. And then I was trying to find the movie I wanted to watch, and before I knew it, I was finished the bag of popcorn, and I had no movie to watch yet. So,
my God.
Yeah, so that was cool. And then I started watching 10 minutes of a bunch of movies. I started watching Fantastic Four. I was like, yeah, I'm not in the mood for this.
Wait, Phantasm 4?
Fantastic Four, yeah.
Fantastic Four. I think
the new one, right?
Phantasm, like the horror movie. Okay,
no. Fantastic Four. And then I was like, I'm not in the med from Marvel. And I was like, I'm going to watch Weapons, because Weapons is supposed to be really good. And then for some reason, it wasn't loading. I don't know why. It just kept giving me a wheel. And then I also remember that streaming service we have that has that one actually has commercials. I'm like, I don't want to watch it with commercials, so let's not watch that.
Ooh, commercials.
Yeah, there's something else I clicked on too, and I was like, I'm going to wait. Oh, the new Leonardo DiCaprio one.
One Battle After Another.
Yeah, One Battle After Another. I was like, I'm going to wait for Tanya to watch that one. And then I just settled on going with Black Mirror. So, yeah, so that was kind of fun. I just hung out and then just played game.
Played games?
I played game.
I played the one game. That's it. Just the one
game. And then, watch some stuff and watch some. There's baseball opening weekend, which I usually don't care about that, but Jays, I'm kind of interested in them this year. So,
okay, nice.
Yeah, that's about it. Nice chilling. And then Tanya got back a few hours ago, and and then work tomorrow. Yay! That's it.
Sounds like good stuff.
Nothing exciting.
How about you, Jason?
Oh, I get movies too. So I always want to, my goal, right, is to just watch more movies with Griffin. So I picked out a bunch, probably about, I don't know, 15, 20 titles or something like that. And I brought them downstairs because we finally have, the player. And we've been watching them more regularly. So we actually got through probably about 4 movies in the past 5 days or so. And one of the first 2 that we watched were the Megan movies. And he loved those.
Really?
Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they good? I haven't watched them, so
they're pretty good. They're entertaining.
I like the first one.
Funny. The first one's kind of like a horror movie, but then the second one they completely switched.
Yeah, the
genres.
second one looks almost like an action movie.
Yeah, it's like an action spy thriller.
Interesting.
It's funny, but Griffin liked that one better actually. The second one, there's some really funny parts in it. So, then we watched Lost Boys last night. That was awesome.
Wow.
Yep. So,
classic.
Hopefully, creating formative moments for my son with cool movies. But I think we're going to watch Scott Pilgrim next.
Nice. I love that. Yeah. I love that movie. Every once in a while, it's just I feel like I don't want to call it a palate cleanser, but every once in a while, it's just one of those movies that I can put on and watch for no reason whatsoever. And I don't know if you guys have those types of movies, but I've got several of them.
Sarah Marshall is that.
Sarah Marshall. I've got that. Fucking My Cousin Vinny. I could put on that and just watch it because it's just so much fun. Speed Racer. I could watch that every day. That movie is so good.
That's finally coming out in 4K this year.
Yes, I saw that. I was very tempted to get it, but I've told people this is a good movie and they just kind of scoff at it.
The live action.
Yes, it is really good. It is really good. You absolutely. This is Jason. We saw it together in the theater, right, when it came out.
Not the theater, drive-in, I think.
Oh, I saw it at the theater. I saw it at.
Really? That's fitting.
It is fitting. We saw it at. I know Crystal and I saw it. I know Serena was there, but we saw it at the theater that's on. Shoot, where is it? It's like on the corner. It's near the intersection of 285 and 75.
Yeah, where you park your car there and you watch it on the big screen.
No. There's a Taco Mac over there and stuff like that. I don't remember what the shopping center is called, but we saw it there. And it was one of those things.
We would always go to that same theater.
Yeah. And we saw it on a matinee, like Saturday morning. It was like one of the first showings, and walked in with zero expectations and walked out with like, I would see that again. Like, it was really, really good. So if you haven't seen Speed Racer, see Speed Racer. It's really good. But yeah, it's like and then like, of course, like Spaceballs and Coming to America are two of my favorites, but
Spaceballs,
yeah, Spaceballs is great. Anyway, sorry, tangent.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay.
Chris, how about you?
We were supposed to go to a movie today. It was I forgot what movie it was, and I don't know why I'm forgetting. It was made by Hail Mary. No. Yeah. So we were gonna go see that, and it didn't work out. We ended up saying we're just gonna.
It wasn't our fault, was it?
No.
Okay.
It was a combination of things. So, but one of the things that was that I did do today is I don't know if you guys remember, but like my son and I have been doing like recording sessions of me playing Deltarune. So we did another episode of that. So I think we came up with a name. So I registered the website, I registered the Gmail address. So I'm going to try and put the YouTube channel together. And I think we've got, actually, I think I still have the folder open. We have 6 episodes so far. So I went through all of chapter 1, and today we went through the first episode of chapter 2. And, it's just me kind of flailing through Deltarune while he does voices for all of the characters, which is amazing. Like,
that's awesome.
Today there was a new character that showed up, and I had to pause for a minute because the voice he used was just so amazingly fitting and just awesomely hilarious at the same time. So
how long are each episode going to be?
About an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll cut them up too. I'll trim the fat where it needs to be. We had an interruption today, so I'll have to go back and do some edits for the interruption that we had. But yeah. But as soon as I get everything set up, I'll certainly put the word out so people can go check it out. But hopefully it's going to be a situation where I play one of the games that he wants me to play, and then he's going to turn around and he's going to play one of the games that I want him to play. And we'll see how that goes. It should be fun. But and I also, crossing my fingers, I have an interview tomorrow that I'm really excited about. So
nice.
I'm hoping that good things. Tomorrow is the interview with the job I want. It's that type of interview. So like after this, I'm studying. I've got a lot of shit to go over just to make sure I'm ready for it. But yeah, it would be a really, really good fit for me, and it would be a lot of fun, I think. So yeah, but that's it for me. So let's talk some games. Jason, you said you had something newish for you, right? Why don't you start?
Kind of, yeah. Well, yeah, it's definitely new to me. I don't know why this like completely just
your
like,
radar.
Yeah, went under my radar. But I came across it during the Steam sale, the spring sale, and it was only like $3 or something like that. Retail price is like $5, right? But this is called Voidling. No, what is it? Oh shit, I forgot. Voidigo. There we go.
Voidigo.
You need to look this up. I don't think it's on consoles.
Voidigo, IGO.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Voidigo.
So this is like a top-down twin stick roguelike shooter, and that's probably why it flew under my radar. I probably skimmed over it. I'm like, there's a ton of these. No, thank you. But it's got like overwhelmingly positive reviews and stuff like that. Anyway, I said, for under $3, I'll give it a shot. They got me because one of the descriptive terms that somebody else used was Monster Hunter. Which is very strange.
Magic word for you.
Yep. And just like atypical of this genre. So, as I mentioned, yeah, top down, shooter. I want to say it's procedurally generated levels. A lot of mechanics to the gameplay. Like there's instead of your typical dodge, you have a jump. But you can use that like Super Mario Brothers style as well, and like chain up combos, jumps. Aside from that, you've got ranged and melee weapons. One of the melee weapons I got was a snord, like SNORD. Yeah, it's a sword that's a snake.
Okay, that is not what I was.
Like a floppy sword.
That was not what I. That wasn't the first thing that came to my mind. Sorry.
The idle animation is great. Like the snake's just kind of like sitting on the, it's just being a sword. Then all of a sudden it'll kiss you on the nose. It's adorable.
The trailer, the dude had a sword that was wielding another sword.
Yep.
This is crazy looking.
I also got a long dog, which is basically like a wiener dog, but it's all scrunched up like Slinky style. And then you kind of shoot that at enemies, and it's like slinks out, and then it chomps someone and reels back in. So fucking wild, wacky shit, right?
Extendo dog, is that it?
Yes, Extendo dog. Exactly.
They just showed up on the trailer. I'm sitting here watching it. That's funny. Oh no. There's one where he's walking around with a giant TV, and like the ring girl comes out and starts swiping at shit. This is nuts, dude.
It's made by the same guys that are doing Repo, which is a runaway hit on PC. So yeah, this is their first game, I guess. But yeah, I love it. I got to play more of it. So I've only put a little bit of time into it, but it's definitely grabbed my attention.
It's pretty interesting looking.
Yeah, it's got a weird look to it. Yeah, it's not what like it's not like it's like super polished, like a really I don't know. It's not off-putting, I guess, but it looks not amateurish, but like I don't know. There's not a lot of polish, I think, to the visuals. It's weird.
I would say it's like stylistically indie.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I have a hard time putting my finger on this game for sure. Yeah. But yeah,
it does look interesting. It looks like it came out back in 2023. But it's like it's a $5 game normally, and that's that. Yeah, that looks like it's worth it.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, it's on the wish list. God damn.
Yes, I did it again.
I'm up to
every
71.
Week.
We're almost to triple digits. Here we go.
I plan to add a new game to Chris's wish list every week.
Every week.
Another one that you should put on is Crimson Desert. I've tried that. So I got it. Okay. And I want to give it a try. I installed it. Played the game, waited 4 minutes, I think, for the initial load.
That seems like a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time. I thought something PC, was very wrong.
A lot of times, the first time it's like doing all of this caching of the shaders. It takes forever.
No, after
That's
that.
not what it was after that.
Yep. It had the regular,
title screen, everything, and
past that, yeah, where you're like loading in. It's got the cubes.
Oh, the cubes.
You're going down the tunnel.
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Whoa, man! I don't know if it takes that long on consoles, but it does take a while.
A while. I'd say it's the longest, at least the longest first load on a new gen console.
Yeah.
In a while.
What about the second loading screen where you load in as the character and you're like walking on this path of blocks and shit?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's the second loading screen that also took like a minute.
That feels very like old school Animus Assassin's Creed.
I was gonna say Assassin's Creed, I actually thought you were controlling that the first time it happened. I was like pushing the stick up, like walking. I'm like, oh, this is the loading screen.
So yeah, each time I thought something was wrong and I was going to control alt delete. Anyway, I got in, I talked to a couple of people. I think it's weird that, some people have a name and then some people are like question marks. It's like, why wouldn't you know these people? They're part of your clan. Anyway, so you talk to them, and let's go talk to Unka or whatever, the orc guy. And you get up to him, and
there's a wall.
Yes, there's that invisible wall, and I kept walking around him, and I can't get close enough because everybody else you talk to, you just walk up to them, right?
And you walk up to them, hold down square, and you talk to them.
I legit fucking quit the game, went back in, and the same thing happened, and then I realized there's a prompt in the lower right hand corner. where you have to hold LB.
L1. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's teaching you how to do the focus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Completely.
It's teaching you the other way to talk to people, because there are multiple ways to talk to people. It's very important that you talk to certain people with, especially if you have a lantern, with the lantern right in their fucking face.
You don't have to do that, but yeah,
it's certainly, if you don't, it happens by accident a lot. It's like, because the button to use the lantern is L1, and like you're focusing on an area. If you don't turn the lantern on, he'll go walk up right up to someone and just fucking put it in his face and be like, yeah. That's funny.
Anyway,
that's definitely a thing.
I didn't have the patience for that, so that's as far as I've gotten so far. So we'll give it another shot.
Still
later.
early on, yeah. Still early on.
Yep. Growing pains, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, that and man, something is coming to the end, emulation wise. The Library of Alexandria, pretty much. Myriant, which is this website that houses pretty much fucking everything, right? ROMs and like old fucking videos and DLC updates and shit and fucking firmware, like everything. And it has no ads and it's all super fast downloads. It is closing down at the end of the month.
Did Nintendo find them?
No, actually, yeah, they have Nintendo shit up there. They don't give no fucks. Anyway, they're closing down just due to the costs of RAM and new hardware and shit. They can't keep up with it. Like they were spending like $6,000 a month out of their own pocket, and they weren't getting any donations because a bunch of people, created download programs that would just hit directly to the site and not offer a way to offer prompted donation, or anything like that. So, yep, it's fucked. So I've been downloading as much as I can. I have downloaded terabytes worth of information in the past like week or so. But that's going to be sad. And I hear there's people that are going to try and pick up the mantle, but yeah, that was the one go-to place that had fucking everything. And it's super sad, but yeah, so I got like 3 more days before it closes down. So after that, who knows what?
Yeah,
but
it looks like they have a Discord. You think they'll have something? They'll keep that Discord open?
I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, that's it for me. Downloading ROMs and shit, playing old games, and then getting frustrated at new ones. That's my life right now.
Sounds right.
Yep.
Let's see.
What else you guys got?
Jeff, what else?
The only thing I've played is that
Crimson
frustrating
Desert.
game, Crimson Desert.
Yeah.
I think I'm at like around 50 hours right now.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, well, that's the PlayStation clock, so it's probably less than that, but probably not by much. But yeah, it's still got my hooks in me, man. They've released 2 big patches since the last episode. They fixed a lot of shit. That dithering issue I had with indoor stuff, especially Lantern, that is gone. It looks great now for indoors, so that's good. One issue, they added a lot of more quality of life stuff. Before, if you were to use your drill to mine for like ores and stuff like that, you'd have to pick up each individual like ore or whatever that you get out of it. Now it just automatically collects for you, like little things like that.
That's
Chris,
good.
I don't know how far you are. Do you have the glide ability yet?
Yeah, I have the glide ability. I just let me see. I just got the camp and I went and found the
Chapter
next
3?
gray main. So yeah, I'm on chapter 3, I think.
Gotcha.
Had that first like boss fight in like the arena-ish area. When you talk, I'm trying to remember what the hell he's called, but the dude with all the antlers.
I just fought him today, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't think he's a story boss. Boss. I don't think
he was a part of the story. Yeah, like it was.
He was?
Yeah, it was pretty early on. We must be talking about a different boss.
Maybe a different boss then. Does he sit on a throne?
I think when you show up, he's on a throne like chair. Yeah, it's the Merchant Guild. It's like the big Merchant Guild. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I'm almost positive I just did that today, but I Could be wrong, but I thought that was a side quest line maybe. But no, it could be main quest. But I'm on chapter 7.
At this point, I'm not sure because it's like it was.
I had no problem with him. Like he was super easy, so I figured I was way over level to fight him. So I figured I fought him way later than I was supposed to, because I remember going back and be like, oh shit, there's a boss here. Now it's gonna bug me because I think I did it this morning or yesterday. I can't remember the exact day. But you do have the glide though, right? So
yeah.
I'm not sure if you tried it before the patch, but your stamina drained super fast when using the glide.
Yes,
they slowed that down immensely.
Good.
So it's actually fun to glide around now, and you can do it for a much longer time. So a lot of quality of life stuff they've added to it, but new mechanics opened up now at the camp. You can grow your camp and stuff like that. I still don't quite know how that works 100%. I probably won't engage too much with that stuff because that's like the least interesting to me.
Gold Leaf, the Gold Leaf merchants.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, it was Horn Splitter.
Horn Splitter.
Yeah.
I think he's okay. We're talking about two different dudes.
Yeah, he's early on, I think.
Yeah. There's another guy with big antler thing with a big shield.
Gotcha. Okay.
Later.
Yeah, not him.
But yeah, man, I love this game. It's for me now I can comfortably recommend it to people without like leading with it's broken as shit, or not broken as shit, but just clunky as shit, because it just feels better now. The jumping feels a lot better, like more reactive.
It does feel a bit more responsive. The past few times I've played it, I still have a few issues with the way things are done, but outside of like minor complaints, I've gotten used to it at this point. So
it's the speed of the knowledge gain when you look at something.
That was much faster. That was, dude.
Yeah,
Jason, you haven't seen this part yet, but
no. Yeah, I haven't jumped yet. That's I'm anxious for that.
No, if you go into a shop, like everything in the shop will be question marks.
Yeah,
and you have to
like that.
Yeah, you have to
research raspberries and shit. Yeah, I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, but they sped all that up. Like it's like you highlight something,
you just got to look at it.
Yeah, you highlight something, and it's like half a second, and it shows up. So it's not.
Why even bother then at that point? I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of dumb, but.
Honestly, you should walk into the shop and it should just say you just earned all this knowledge.
Especially if it's something stupid like a raspberry that obviously he knows what the fuck a raspberry is. Like how?
No, Geoff. Maybe he's never seen fruit before.
And at least I got rid of. They used to have it so when you picked anything up, you'd have to look at it in your inventory to know what it was. Now once you pick something up, it immediately you know what it is.
There's a lot of. That's why I said, man, early on it was like degradation of life features. Like there was,
it really was
really stupid shit in there.
Yeah, they fixed it. I'm trying to think of other big things that they fixed. Like, oh my god, I don't even know exactly, because some of the stuff you don't really, because once you get really used to something, you kind of forget how bothersome it was, and then when they fix it, you don't really notice. I'd have to look at like what they actually fixed.
Something that feels a little bit better to me, but it's not perfect by any means, is I don't know if it did it before their patching, but now when something drops after combat, there's a small dot on the ground if there's something to loot.
That was there before, but it was very, very, very faint.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more pronounced now, but it's. I need them to add more contrast features, because a lot of the stuff just blends together for me, and it's really hard to pick out specific things that I'm looking for. And they have a mechanic where you can hold up the sword and like shine light off of it, and it's supposed to highlight things for you, but it doesn't highlight a whole lot.
It doesn't highlight a lot at all.
Like it'll highlight like fast travel points, and it'll highlight
and those abyss orbs. That's it.
And the abyss orbs, yeah, and that's pretty much it.
No.
So I would certainly like to see that feature used a little bit more to help out with accessibility, or just give me some additional contrast for some of the things that are in the world.
Yeah, give you more awareness on the mini map, especially too, because they did add where before you had to be like right next to something for it to even pop up, like anvil or like a grinder to like sharpen your weapons and stuff if you want to like get your weapons plus. I think it adds like +5 or +10 for a limited amount of time. Um, but they added it so it'll just pop up when you're kind of in the vicinity. But I think they need to make that more, especially for things like caves and things where there might be loot. Because if you're not, it's like any game like Skyrim or anything that's like an exploration type game. They'll show you on the minimap like a faded version, like looking like cave, and then as you get closer, it kind of fills in, and you know you're like close to one. This doesn't do that, so you really have to look for caves. And I am terrible at looking for shit like that in games. So I want them to add something like that, and I think that would make it like another step up. And they did add the question marks now. They were really faded too. Like when you do see one of those lights, it marks it now on your map and puts like a question mark, and now it's real, like you see it when you bring up your map. You can see it where it is. So that's cool. That's good. Well, not cool. This is stuff that should have been there.
Yeah.
But it's cool that they're patching it really quick though. They're not going to patch the story in, that's for sure, but they're getting the quality of life stuff in there.
I am like there. I want to like focus on like it's not that there's no story per se.
Yeah.
It's just that there's no real narrative, right?
No.
It's like you're kind of discovering the story. It's very Elden Ring that way. You're discovering the story as you go. So you're walking around and you run into someone and it's like, oh, hey, here's a piece of lore. You know, it's kind of how it's been working.
Yeah, and it has some really cool cutscenes, especially the battle ones are really cool. They're
the way you end battles is really interesting. Like a lot of times after you finish up, after you bring down the life of one of the enemies, it'll give you like a cinematic end to the boss. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I am certainly enjoying it more than I was last week. I haven't put a ton more time into it. I just haven't had time. I'm hoping that that'll change here coming soon. But yeah, I definitely want to put more time into it. But it is feeling really overwhelming. Like that fucking map is huge. It's
a very big
really
map.
big. And unless it's a situation where things are different, like there's enough difference from one thing to the next, I think I'm gonna probably run into the same situation I did with Shadows.
Shadows, yeah.
Yeah, where it's like I'm not upset that I bought it. I enjoyed playing it, but I'm done now. You know, I feel like that might be where if I don't see enough variety, it might end up that way.
Yeah, it is more like you have to find your own kind of fun. I mean, if you stick to the story missions, you're gonna get to those type of things.
Yeah.
But then you might miss out on like loot and stuff like that, and getting sidetracked and then finding a cave or going behind a waterfall or going to like some ruins and then finding like a sweet helmet or something like that. That's kind of like where a lot of the fun is for me. I'm not super overwhelmed yet. I'm just kind of sticking, but I'm still like, I've been to a lot of places on that, but I'm still like really around like the main town still, that first main town. I'm still going back there as like my home base for the most part. Not because of your home base literally there, but to get like all my like shop things and stuff like that. I did do like my first like huge battle today, which did take a long time. You're doing a bunch of different things on a big battlefield, which is kind of cool, but I thought it was a little bit too long. You kind of have to go out and do stuff, come back to like your base camp in the battle, replenish, go back out there. Now you're taking down these. I don't want to say that they're tanks. They're like these weapons that the other faction has that will spin and fire cannons at you. Then you have to go and fire a cannon at the towers. It was pretty cool, but it was just a little bit too long. But that's like chapter 6 or something like that.
Have you accidentally set anything on fire yet?
Oh yeah, you can set things on fire with your light blinding.
That's what I'm talking about. Like I was sitting there holding the sword out, and all of a sudden there was a gate like right in front of me that set on that caught on fire. I'm like, oh fuck, and I'm kind of looking around, waiting for someone to get pissed off at me about it, because that's kind of the way this game feels like it should, right? Like people should get pissed off at you about it. But yeah, nothing ended up happening, and I put out the fire by destroying the gate. So it's like, and then it went out. So.
Yeah, there's some cool shit like that. If you drop loot on the ground, the beggars and some people go run and pick it up, and there's
the beggars, man.
Little things like that.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
I went to the beggar camp because you have to go there at a story mission to get somebody, and like
Yeah.
this is kind of like they're like hanging off of you, like begging, like literally, like the first two beggars you meet are just asking for coins, and you kind of give them. These ones are literally like kind of like swarming you and slowing you down. It's like, oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah. They
yeah,
like hang on your legs and shit. It's really
yeah.
crazy.
It's
And
kinda like, oh
part of me
man,
is like, where's that button that says kick? I can't find
yeah,
it now. It's like
yeah.
that shit's not context right now. What's going on?
I got my pets. I got my first two pets. I got a
Oh,
dog and a
cool.
cat.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I put armor on them and like hats and like so now when you're in battle, they will loot the bodies and stuff for you, so you don't have to do that. They'll just grab the shit with you. And anything I like also too, like anything you don't pick up goes to your stash that's in camp,
Yes. So
Really?
which they did not have that at the beginning.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Jason, you know how like in certain games when you have to clear out like an enemy stronghold, like in something like Far Cry or Assassin's Creed, that kind of thing. Similar situation here. You walk into a place and it's like maybe someone pointed you to this building and said, "Oh yeah, these bandits took over this area." You walk in there and you can clean them out. And then what ends up happening is it does that thing where it kind of flips and you see people coming in and now they're taking control and they're in control of the building and things like that. And all the bodies are gone, right? They're all
Right.
gone. But
And you're
everything
like, damn, I should have looted them, right?
right.
But
And then it turns around and it says everything went to your stash. And I'm like, oh,
that's cool.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
good.
I don't have to worry about any of that shit. So they are certainly adding things that are making it easier to deal with this ginormous world that they've created. So I'm curious to see. I would be curious to see what the game would be trending at if it came out in this condition. Because I think it would have been significantly well, maybe not significant, but at
Well,
least like maybe
Steam
half a
reviews
point
have
better.
gone up by a lot. They
Yeah.
started in like the low 60s. Now it's like around 80 something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it had like the most concurrent players this weekend, more than
Oh,
launch.
nice.
So
Okay.
it's definitely going up. And I think it's because they're patching it so quickly. I'm not sure how they're doing it so fast. It just makes me question kind of a little bit more like why, like, did they just not play test this enough before releasing it?
Doesn't
Or,
seem like it. Yeah.
yeah,
It's hard to say. Like, I mean, it's when it comes so for this game, they self-published, right? Yeah, like I don't get it. Like when so like but the game I keep looking back at when I make a comparison is No Man's Sky. Like No Man's Sky, it was rushed by Sony, right? That wasn't
Mhm.
necessarily Hello Games.
They wanted money back, basically.
Yeah, they wanted their game out there. But like the turnaround for that game has been incredible, but it took time, right? It took a lot of time. They're just churning out shit. It's like, do you guys have like 3 shifts of developers just like focused on fixing shit? Like that's crazy.
Well, I've heard some things, not heard, but read. Well, one, their first game was an MMO, and a lot of
Mhm.
it like just screams MMO to me. Stuff I
Yeah,
did not like about
absolutely.
MMOs, and
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, they just don't know. But there's also things I've read about. You know, when you see those interviews done by like, there's some Korean website called. It's called like Sneak or Hide. I don't know what it's called, but it's where people from like certain jobs they log in with their work email, but they're totally anonymous and they can answer questions or whatever. And they said that with this game, there's a lot of toxic positivity going on, whereas like you could not say something was a bad idea or anything was whatever. So they basically
Yeah.
said yes to
That's what
everything.
that's totally what it feels like. Yeah.
And they just, no one gave them like constructive criticism to be like, maybe we should change this, this, and this. And then when the reviewers got it, they did change some things like the day one patch, like the storage. Your inventory got much bigger apparently for the people who got it day one versus what the reviewers had. They added the fast travel points, but they didn't put those in until, of course, reviewers like, this is crazy that there's no fast travel point in the main city that you start the game in. It is ridiculous because if that wasn't there, oh my god, having to go to that city every single time from who knows how far they're gonna like spawn you out of or whatever. And then a bunch of people now have it, and they're probably like the reviews came out, people's first impressions came out, and then they just started listening. And I guess they have no choice. But yeah, some of them are very head scratching. That I'm like, I can't believe that they took this not this long. Sorry, that this wasn't their day one, but they're really quick. We're not even 10 days after launch or something, and it's significantly.
This is only
better
the
than
second time
one.
we talked about it on the show, right? So
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I think like in a month they might have the major things ironed out. Like I did not think they were going to fix the lighting thing that I was having on the base PS5. Like I thought that was going to be like never fixed or like way down the road, but the new patch,
I'm still having
holy
the
shit,
lighting
this looks good.
issues. I'm still having the
Oh,
lighting
really?
issues on mine.
You played
Yeah.
it today too?
I played it. Did I play it today? I don't think I played it yesterday, I think.
Yeah, the patch went live this morning.
Oh,
so
okay.
maybe
I'll have to check that out then.
Yeah, like first thing, like it's still, at least on base, you still get some dithering and some of the pixelated shadows, but it's not even like, it's night and day with how it looked before. Like armor doesn't look like it's a pixely mess when it's being lit up by the lantern and stuff like that indoors. It looks a lot better.
Okay.
And apparently they, well, I can confirm, I tried it, but the performance mode on the base looks a lot cleaner now. Like it's definitely clearer. It's not as like a blurry smudge, but immediately I noticed frame rate issues still on that. So I went right back to quality mode. I'd rather have that. Oh, that reminds me.
Locked at 30, yeah.
Well, I would like it to be locked at 30, but I fought a specific story boss, and oh my god!
I saw you say something about this.
It tanked the frame rate, and it was almost the entire boss fight. And the boss fight is 3
stages or whatever.
3 stages, yeah, 3 health bars basically, and almost the entire time it was sub 30 and bouncing around probably between like 30 and 20, and it was eating the amount of times, like I took a video, I haven't posted it yet, but you can tell I am spamming the fuck out of heal, like eat my soup, damn it. You make so much soup, that's the cheapest thing to make, and it does a good job healing, and it is not eating that soup. It is just like, it kept popping up the window like you're holding down right on the D-pad instead of tapping it, and I was like, this is fucked up. I got through the fight though, but it was bad. I was like, whoa, I have not seen a frame rate issue this bad. Like, I don't think this generation. I was like, holy shit. Where it's not like a straight up pause and like whatever, but I should go back and see if I have a save before that and see if that was fixed, because that was yesterday. But that's the only time I've seen the really bad frame rate drops in the 30 FPS mode. So when you're fighting the crow caller, Chris, let me know how that. Well, you're on a pro.
Caller?
I'm sure it's crow caller. Yeah, you're probably fine. I'm sure on the pro. I'm assuming it's fine. I don't know that.
We can all hope.
Yeah, but no, I'm still loving it. I don't know if I'll beat it because I really don't know how long it's going to be, and I could see once the next big game comes out, it might pull me away from it. But right now,
What's the next big game? Is it Pragmata?
Replaced, but that's a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah.
And that's not a big game.
Yeah, that's going to be like a finite, probably 10, 15 hours or something.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't even know what the next big game is. I don't think I'm going to get day one, but Capcom joint.
Pragmata. Yeah,
that's Pragmata.
Yeah. That's it for me.
That I will probably get for day one. If, depending on how deep into Crimson Desert I am. We'll say it that way. Let's see. I don't really have anything additional. I did play another couple hours of Shantae on stream the other night, and that went as well as the previous sessions.
All right.
So got lost at one point, and
I'm sure you'll get the groove, right?
Well, it's this particular one it's Game Boy Color. So there's a lot of there's a very limited view, right, of what you're able to see. And then it was, back in that time when they didn't really do a whole lot for you from a how to figure things out point of view. Like the next area I was supposed to go
Apparently
to.
They don't do that in 2026 either, Chris.
No.
The next place I was supposed to go see Roddy Tops, and she was at the zombie carnival or something like that. And I'm, going the direction I thought I was supposed to go. And I don't know if I just missed them saying this, but the caravan is in between 2 overworld areas, but it's only there at night. So I crossed over during the day. I went and kept looking, ran into a dead end, came back. Same area, crossed it during the day again. So like I went back and forth over it like at least 2 or 3 times before I looked it up, and I saw that it said it has to be at night, and it just happened to be at night, and I just happened to be right next to it, and I went back into it, and I'm like, fuck. It's like I spent more than enough time trying to find that place, but 3 sessions, 3 dungeons. That's where we're at. So there's one more dungeon, and then going after Risky, and then I'll be able to get to I'm going to do the GBA game, the one that came out last year. That's going to be the next one I do, since it's canonically the next one in line.
Perfect.
But yeah, that was fun. Let's see. I think that's it for me though. Yeah.
One more quick thing about Crimson Desert.
Sure.
I want to point this out in case people are kind of on the fence. Remember I was telling you how like puzzles can sometimes be very obtuse, especially like when it's not telling you a main mechanic. And I told you about that stabbing one where you stab the sword in.
Yeah, it's where you attack the darkness, right?
Yes, exactly. yeah, or attack the waterfall, either one. Now I've noticed when you get to a puzzle, if you like wait a while and you're trying to figure out, it'll show you like a ghost kind of image of like kind of like what you're supposed to do, the main interaction. I was like, okay, that's helpful. So that's good. So they've added something like that, and it's still not like yellow paint-ish type stuff, but it'll give you like a general idea of what you're looking to do. Gotcha. So I thought that was also something that was very important that they didn't have at the beginning.
Awesome. Before we jump into news, I did forget one thing during intros that I wanted to talk about. And Geoff, I brought this up in Discord.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Jason saw it or not. Jason, have you heard of Dungeon Crawler Carl?
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
So Dungeon Crawler Carl is a series of books that is like the general view of it. It feels very much like Hunger Games crossed with Hitchhiker's Guide. It's like this, you know, there's this huge galactic, you know, civilization with quadrillions of people, and they have every year they have like this kind of planet death event where they basically
like a purge type thing.
Yeah,
right?
essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, think about it like they basically come and take the planet for resources, and anybody who is still alive after they do their purge gets thrown into this dungeon where they are basically playing out a video game.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah. So it's really, really good. I'm on the second book. There's 7 so far, and the 8th one is supposed to come out later this year, I think. And I'm listening to the audiobooks, and they're really, really good. Like, I highly, highly suggest them. I don't think I've ever been this into like a book series. And the dude that actually does the audiobooks, he's straight up doing voice acting for all the characters. Like, he's doing a really, really great job with it. And I have laughed my ass off several times. But the dude's name's Carl, and he is immediately partied up with a cat, and the cat becomes essentially intelligent and shoots lasers out of her eyes. So
perfect.
It's great. It's absolutely great. And they're actually going to be making a TV series after it too.
Oh, good.
Highly suggested. I meant to bring that up during intros and I forgot. So I figured this was probably a good time to just throw that in there.
So what's the cat? I'm assuming, because what I remember what triggered this in the Discord is when I posted a picture of my cat. Donut.
Donut.
Yeah,
the cat's name is Donut. That's why I said, did you name her Donut? Because you had her like sitting on your shoulder. And that was kind of the thing. Like, he talks about like when they're in battle, Donut's like a Princess Donut. I'm sorry, Princess Donut is sitting on his shoulder, firing fucking magic missiles out of her eyes to kill enemies. And it's really fun. It's a really, really fun book series. So highly suggested.
Very cool.
But that's it. Let's do some news. Geoff, what do we got?
Sure. Xbox had one of their partner preview events last week. We don't need to go through the whole thing, but maybe pick out a couple things we want to talk. What caught our eye?
Yeah,
Chris, I know Chris, you missed it. So Jason, you want to?
This was a weird one for me. Like, it started off like, man, I'm not into this at all. This is kind of depressing. And by the end of it, I'm like, damn, some of this looks really, really cool. I think I really tapped out during like the Serious Sam. Shatter Universe or something like that. But by the end of it, like, they had like a Stranger Than Heaven, which looks fucking amazing. What was the last one?
That's the RG one game, right? The Yakuza developers game.
Yeah, but they got like 4 different decades or something that they're going through. But yeah, the artificial detective. really caught my eye for whatever reason. It just looked like a really cool, like immersive sim. And those are, not very popular nowadays.
They're not.
Yeah, but this one, definitely caught my eye. But what the hell else?
The Hunter the Reckoning Death Wish.
Yeah, that was like cool. One of the first ones. Yeah, that was shown.
I remember the first Hunter the Reckoning game, and that was on the original Xbox. My buddy was obsessed with it. I don't think I ever played it though.
Well, here's the Expanse that you were talking about.
The Expanse looks incredible.
I pulled up a god damn it, I hate when you do that shit. But I pulled up an article with it, and the trailer is embedded YouTube, and whenever I click on it, it says we need you to log in, and I don't feel like going through that shit. So
yeah, it's basically like if Nintendo owned Mass Effect, they would be really worried right now. Because this looks like Mass Effect. So luckily EA's got their own problems going on, and they're not doing anything with Mass Effect right now, it seems. So these guys are making a Mass Effect game.
Nice.
Less aliens, maybe? I don't know.
There was an alien game on there too. It was a
no, I mean in the Expanse, I don't see a ton of aliens.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Alien races type things. Yeah. I saw like one person that kind of looked like alien-ish, but probably see more. That's next year. Dispatch was announced for Xbox because they had what's his name doing the narrating the entire thing.
They had Alien Deathstorm. That's what I thought you guys were talking about.
That's the one. Yeah, Rebellion did that. I thought it was an Alien game, like Aliens, like a IP
it's not.
Alien.
Okay.
Oh, it might be. I don't like the creatures in it didn't look like they were from Alien, but the vibe was totally giving Aliens.
Okay.
I don't really know much about it. It looked cool.
Also, I did not know that Hades was not out on console. I thought it was
just Switch.
Oh. Holy shit!
Yeah, so that's coming out April 7th, I think. So next week.
April 14th.
Oh, 14th. Never mind. Yep. Something else is on the 7th. That is not that game. Maybe that's replaced, or maybe replaced is also the 14th. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that Eternal Life of Goldman. They showed that the one that Jason was playing a couple weeks ago.
Still creeping me out.
Yeah, DuckTales.
Still creeping you out. Yeah. There wasn't much new. It was a bunch of like stuff.
Yeah,
that
it looks like they're doing Wuthering Waves.
Yeah, that's the one you played, right, Chris?
I didn't play that one.
I played the one you dipped your toe in.
Something Winds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where winds meet. Yeah, Wuthering Waves was the one that they like got the community award or something at the VGAs, and all three of us were kind of like, I've never even heard of that. So and here it is now. But yeah, a lot of this does look like it's stuff that we knew about. Super Meat Boy 3D, Stalker 2, you guys mentioned that. Serious Sam, you mentioned
like
that.
DLC.
Yeah. Hades 2 coming out. I mean, it's all a lot of it's good stuff. It's just stuff that we knew about.
Yeah, it wasn't too many big surprises. Like that, the Detective AI or whatever, one is one that we definitely did not. That's what they ended with, and that's I kind of got like a bunch of like, well, what is this?
The Expanse does look good though. Like I'm watching the trailer, it
looks
does look
like it's
really
Mass
good.
Effect. Like even the weapons look like Mass Effect weapons. He even has the arm blade thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Good stuff.
Anything else on there before we move on? Well, there's only one other news article to really talk about, and that's Sony finally bit the bullet and raised the price of their consoles and accessories. The Pro and the base PS5 got a $100.
Oh, the Pro got $150.
$150 price increase. Sorry,
now it's $900.
Yeah,
that's fucking nuts.
You guys remember the fucking 3DO? And everyone was like $700.
Yeah, or like we could even say the PS3 when it came out. Like,
yeah, no, seriously, the PS3 price now would be like welcoming for the Pro. It'd be like, what was that? $599?
It was $600. Yeah, initially.
Yeah.
And
Jesus,
yeah, it's crazy. $900. And here's the scary part. I think I know what you're gonna say. When the Steam machine comes out, it's probably gonna be about the same, but not as powerful.
You think it's gonna be that much?
I do, yeah.
Maybe because it's not subsidized, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think they're not doing any subsidies on that. It's gonna be like I expect that and the Steam frame to both be $1,000. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be, but I think it's going to be.
What's scaring me is the amount of people that went out to buy PlayStation 5s and PlayStation 5 Pros over the last 3 days. That's scary because that is like, it's messed up to announce a price increase to get people to buy what they already thought was too high of a price something.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that say for next gen?
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to launch at a high price. We can launch now.
PS6 is going to be over $1,000, right? So
yeah, and then they can just be like, you know what, we're going to increase the price in a week, and then they'll get some sales out of that. Not saying it'll for sure happen, but it's scary, and I think all the companies are gonna kind of do that. And it's messed because the first increase was what? The tariffs, right? Second increase. This is for the RAM.
It was the tariffs that first was the tariffs, and the second was AI. So
the AI, yeah. And Sony said that one of the reasons they weren't going to raise the price because they had kind of like a stockpile of RAM or whatever. But my issue is the tariffs haven't been on these for a while now, right?
No, they're still there.
The tariffs are still there?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they weren't on electronics anymore.
Oh, no,
they're still there.
Went back on that.
Okay, then never mind. I was going to say, why didn't they reduce the price in between these two things and then just raise it back up to what it was previously to cover for RAM? But
because it's a billionaire class scam. That's why.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And people are eating it up, though. That's the thing. Like, people are like, go out and buy it now. I'm like, well, don't reward them for this. Like, you're literally like, they're not going to lower the price if it's selling.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like there's no way out of this. There's no way out of this unless like someone was to come in and say and put in some sort of regulations that said you had to actually break down why your price was what it was, and like actually say this is the cost of this is the cost of labor, this is what the tariff was and that shit. Unless they actually did that and then remove the tariffs. Because if you know what the amount of the tariff is that you're paying for, and then you remove it and they don't drop the price, you know they're just gouging you. And we know they're gouging us now, right? But it's like we don't know exactly how much they're gouging us. So I don't know. It's fucked up.
It's pricing out a bunch of people. It's gonna like to see what happens after. I think they go up on the April 1st. I think is when the prices go up.
I'm afraid we're nearing the end of gaming, guys. Like I don't mean gaming as a whole, but like it's not going to like we're gonna see a drastic drop in just gaming in general, and that hurts a lot. It hurts a lot.
It's gonna make the free to play stuff even more like prevalent with people.
That's true,
because that's where they can play everything. Like they can play, like they can use their iPad for a lot of those games. They can use their current consoles. Like it's not.
You're going to see a lot more of the streaming services be popular. It's like it's all leading to that. It's all games as a service bullshit now.
Yeah,
that's where we're going.
I'll tell you what, Roblox doesn't have fucking ray tracing and shit, and it doesn't need it. And
Roblox has other problems though.
It also has millions and millions of users and such. It's still like the most popular.
It's crazy
game out there. Fortnite as well. That's a problem as well. They just laid off 1,000 people. Fucking A.
That was one I put in there. That's right. Yeah, Epic laid off that as well. The Epic, who makes how many billions a year off of Fortnite?
And just pseudo raise their prices again, like you get less V-Bucks for the same amount of money or some shit like that.
Oh, fuck, man, that's the best.
And they increased the cost, I think, and they got rid of stuff. They got rid of some of the game modes.
I haven't bought anything this season. I don't think I'm going to. So it's hard because I really like the game. I think it's fun, and some of the skins are really fucking awesome. But like, they're really focusing just on collaborations, and even those collaborations are coming up with like less and less stuff. Like they just have the skin and no like back bling or the other stuff that comes with it. So
I usually comes with it. When I was kind of playing it, that why don't I get the full set of something with like Raphael? Why don't I get his size in the back of his shell? Nope, that's comes in a different package that you buy for Raphael. It's like
I always have the big bundle. But like the Resident Evil one that they just did with Grace, it was just Grace and no other like accessories or anything. Yeah, it was just her.
Not even like the Requiem or anything like that, or nothing like even.
Nothing.
Man,
nope, just her.
Dark times, man. I don't like this.
But it sucks because, these, it wasn't supposedly performance based, right? Like they got rid of some lead fucking like designers and stuff, and people that have been there for, close to a decade. And even Tim Sweeney, the dipshit that he is, fucking came out and said that in the next few days, you're going to, be, receiving resumes from, these really hardworking, amazing people, which is just like a double-edged backhand, pretty much. It's like, and it tells the people that are currently working there that no matter how good you do, you are at risk every fucking day.
I feel that.
It is super demoralizing.
I feel that a lot right now.
It is disgusting. You can be the most popular game in the world, pretty much like Fortnite, and still deal with this shit.
Not be secure at all.
God damn.
I saw a post of a wife of someone who was let go, basically, that her husband's been there for a long time, and he has like stage 3 or something, brain cancer. And reached out and been like, what the fuck? Now they can't afford insurance because now that he's not employed, he can't reapply for insurance because now it's a pre-existing condition. Now, Tim Sweeney did reach out to them, apparently. He replied and said, we'll take care of this, we'll whatever, which is, good. But also, like, come on. Like, that's like the least you could do. And I know he doesn't have to do it. It's good that he is doing it, but there's going to be a bunch of other people in that same position that are just like, fuck. And there's no reason. He
wouldn't have done that if there wasn't backlash.
If it wasn't public. No,
I don't care how many fucking forests he's saving or whatever the fuck he's doing with his money. But this is bullshit.
There's a reason billionaires are billionaires, and it's not because they're fucking charity cases. That's for sure. They're about the bottom line. But anyway, so in about
that's why we don't talk about this, because it just pisses me off. Fuck.
Yeah. So we might be talking about PlayStation 5 series consoles and this generation of PC cards for the next 10 years on InDis. So just to let everyone know the way things are going, no one's going to be able to afford it.
We're only going to be able to play the games that I just downloaded from Miriant.
Chris is going to have time to get all his wish list games.
I know. And you know what? That's the thing. I feel like the direction that we are going, I should rephrase what I said. It's very likely, in my view, that we're just going to see a lot more of the lower fidelity games. We're not going to see as many of these big AAA, which is fine. Like, I don't have, it'd certainly be better for my fucking wallet. Like, listen, I'm all about buying 2 high quality $30 games as opposed to one $70 AAA game.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yep. I think you can just take this generation and last generation, put some more bells and whistles on it, and not go crazy more high tech next gen, and people would be happy. It's like games right now, and even like last gen with current gen upgrades look amazing. So it's diminishing returns are definitely a thing. And
just tell NVIDIA to go fuck themselves with their AI bullshit.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Anyway, that's it.
Anything else? That's it.
That's all the news. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Let's get some good news next week. It's Monday tomorrow. Let's start a new week. And yeah.
Oh man. All right. I think that's a show, guys. What do you think?
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please tell a few friends about us. We appreciate when you do that. Also, if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment. All of those things help us out. Check us out at interactivedistractions.com. That will lead you to our Linktree, which will get you to our Discord so you can come hang out with us and talk about games. We'd certainly like to do that. So that's it for today. Till next time, my name is Chris.
Jason.
Play your games, and we'll talk to you next week.